Hello, happy people, and welcome to your Moment of Zed, the YouTube channel dedicated to the most beautiful car in the world, the BMW Z3, or as the folks in
And by the push Gwingish go get a Quindrobus and to Cilio go.
call it the Z3. I'm Mark, and I'm back from vacation. I'm back in beautiful Florida, which is why I'm filming at 6:30 in the morning to beat the August heat. Folks who live here understand that. Folks back up north, you're very lucky. I enjoyed my time there, but I'm back and it's time to catch up on all the stuff I've kind of missed over the summer and also show you how I fixed my mistake. If you watched my last video, I'd installed the coolant reservoir as part of the big project I did back in May, and I released those videos over the summer. Well, I screwed up kind of the first part while I replaced my coolant reservoir on my old radiator. But I fixed that, and I kind of like the way I do it, so I'd like to show you how. I'm going to do that today. I'm also going to catch up on all the Zeds of the week that you folks were so nice to send me over the summer, and I just had to delay. So we're going to get to all those, and I think I might have some viewers' tips mixed in. Kind of going to be a mixed bag today to get caught up on all the stuff I missed over the summer. So if you like this kind of content, if you like the channel and you'd like to help me out, please feel free to buy me a coffee. I love coffee. Using the QR code here or the link in the description. Certainly appreciate that. I think I've got a couple of folks who contributed over the summer, I believe. I'll have to double check on that. But if I find that to be true, their names are right down there right now, and I always appreciate it. Sorry I didn't get to you sooner. So let's go. And while we're thinking of David, we have David's car. David from Hampshire, England, with his 2000 2-liter automatic roadster with 53,000 miles. Now, he has had it since February. He says the underside is very clean, so he undercoated it to keep it that way. He's done fluid changes, and he has a problem with the fuel gauge. Even if he has a half a tank of fuel, it reads in the red. Apparently, that's a common problem. Now, I sent him some information about that and how to fix it. But if anyone else has any suggestions, please put that in the comments. Thank you, David. Next up, Kai, also from the UK, who we've had on the channel before with his car, but he did a really cool trip to the Scottish coast with his father this summer. Sent these pics. Looks like looks beautiful. Reminds me a little bit of Ireland. And ooh, look at that gorgeous 8 Series. Nice. Next up, Zoe from Oklahoma with her 2001 2.5-liter 5-speed roadster with 83,000 miles. She's changed the fluids, changed out the thermostat and the headlights and the soft top. In the future, she's looking at BBS wheels, cloth seats, and to fix some new issues that have cropped up. Sorry to hear that. Thank you, Zoe. Next, Elijah from Toronto, Canada with his 1999 2.8-liter roadster he bought in December. Since then, he's put on Style 68 wheels and new tires, a front strut tower brace, had a shark injection flash tune done. Next up are Kony adjustable shocks, I know them well, and a cold air intake as well as a cooling system refresh and a rear subframe reinforcement to get ready for track day. Awesome. Okay, and as promised, on to the repairs I did to wrap up the big project. Now, the first thing was I had to reuse the old water pump pulley, if you saw the previous video, because I ordered an aluminum one from ECS Tuning, and they sent me the wrong one. So I went to look for an aluminum one that fit. Everybody was out of stock. So I ended up having to drop way more money than I wanted to on the BMW original plastic part. I don't like replacing plastic with plastic, but let's look at it this way. The old one lasted 130,000 miles. Hopefully the new one will as well. As you can see, the old one had a chip out of it, and some of you were very concerned I was planning on running that. Definitely not, but now I have a brand new plastic one. So it is what it is. Okay, the bigger problem, of course, was when I put on the coolant reservoir originally in my very first video of this series. I got a little aggressive with it, and as you can see, I pinched the bottom O-ring in several places, and that's where I had my leak from that you saw in the last video from 2 weeks ago. So I just bought a new one. They're only like 18, 19 bucks, and I will show you how I put that in to fix finally that problem. So to fix this, I did what I originally wanted to do and should have done, avoiding other internet advice that wasn't very good. I used silicone grease. I gave a good coat of silicone grease on the O-rings, both O-rings upper and lower. And I gave silicone grease to the radiator side as well. And then using 2 ratchet clamps that I borrowed from my buddy Pat, thank you, Copper Dog, I slowly squeezed those clamps and only took a couple of squeezes, and then we were off and running and clamped it right down with no problems at all. And moving back to viewers' cars, we have Jesse from my hometown of Cleveland, Ohio, with his 2000 2.3-liter Roadster with 33,000 miles. He said he's always dreamed of having a car in a British racing green, a Roadster in a British racing green, and now he has one. He's very happy with it. He's put on 6,000 miles since last year. I love that color as well. Next up, we have Charles from Tucson, Arizona, with his 2001 3-liter Z3 coupe in a topaz blue with 103,000 miles. Now, Charles knows a lot about the history of his car. It started out in Kentucky. Then it moved over to Cincinnati, Ohio, another favorite of mine. Went out west to New Mexico, and he picked it up off Craigslist and took it to Arizona. Now, he says it is one of 7 coupes in his year, color combination and option package. Very, very nice. That's a very pretty car. Moving on to Greg from Ottawa, Canada, our second Canadian. He has also been dreaming for many years of having this particular car, a 1999 M Roadster in Estoril Blue with 65,000 miles on it. Now, when he bought it, he's been binging on my content, which I suggest you all do. A very good idea. He's also looking forward to meeting like-minded people and just enjoying the heck out of the car in a great community of car lovers that we are. And on to a hot tip from a viewer. Dennis wrote to me and was asking about the wind deflector that I'd put on a long time ago now, and he didn't have the little pins where the straps hooked into, so he asked me about that. Talked to him about how the OEM ones were so expensive, which they really are, and I think they're pretty hard to get too. But he found a better solution on Amazon, where he found snap fasteners, which are actually for boat covers, but the pins are there, and apparently they work, as far as I know, for only like $25. So that might be a better solution if you were in the same situation as Dennis. Next, we had our favorite pink convertible owners, Devin and her father Richard from Texas, if I remember correctly, who did a bunch of work on their Z3 recently, including transmission seals, the Guibo, transmission mounts, the differential bushing, a whole bunch of stuff, new constant velocity axles, a whole bunch of things, and they're really moving along. They are excellent technicians. Nice job on that, both of you. What a great father-daughter project. And next up, we have Barry from Jessup, Georgia, with his 1997 2.8-liter Roadster with 87,000 miles and an enhanced factory audio package. He also put in a new starter, a new ignition recently, and Barry's actually has this up for sale. So if anyone is interested in Barry's nice-looking Z3, please put that in the comments, and you guys can get together. Good luck, Barry. And last but certainly not least, we have TJ from Northern Virginia with another 1999 Z3M Roadster, this one with a 3.2-liter S52 engine and 69,000 miles. Now, this might be the most modified Zed I've had on Zed of the Week, as far as I can remember. TJ's car, which was originally bought by his father when TJ was born, has spider headlights, an aftermarket cold air intake, BC Racing coilovers, a Turner Motorsport catback exhaust, carbon fiber gloss black exhaust tips, smoke side marker lights, black interior paint, and a wrapped interior carbon fiber, refurbished door cards and seats with the Motorsports emblem, a new soft top underglow, murdered candy purple paint, which I think is just gorgeous, Satin silver BBS rims with Falcon tires. Now, he's got other modifications in the works, believe it or not, including possibly a supercharger and brake upgrades. That is an amazing looking car, TJ, and what a ton of work, and it's very tastefully done. Nice job. So, folks, there you have it. We are all caught up and ready to transition into fall and transition into some new projects. Now, it's going to be hot here for another 2 or 3 months, unfortunately, so I don't think I'm going to get into anything really big, but I've got a bunch of small things I'd like to do, so please stick with me and watch that as we get to it. As always, if you found this content valuable, please crush that like button, and until next time, remember, friends don't let friends drive boring.